Thoughts of the sea returned to Lilly. She asked Sharwyn if she's ever traveled on a ship. No, she hasn't, though she'd love to, or at least, well, she doesn't know how to swim. Laughing nervously at this last admission. Swim? Lilly laughs, and assures Little Red that she need not know how, as that is what the boat is for. Lilly asks if she's ever heard of Nadul DaRoni. Sharwyn shakes her head.
Fair enough.
He's a gnomish hermit who lives in the wilds outside Highhorn and Cormyr.
Done and done.
DaRoni is part madman, part genius. His hermitage is sprawling with ramshackle wooden and metal devices, massive work tables, racks of unidentifiable tools, and countless bits of curled parchment which are piled up like wood shavings across everything. He builds machines, though untrustworthy as they are peculiar. All of them exhibit a hint of genius, little encountered in the realms today. He makes timepieces, horseless wagons, flying machines, weapons of war, and even mechanical instruments. Little Red's ears perk at this last one. Okay, more portraits that have changed in the game. And the last of the henchman portraits that have changed, at least in the official campaign. This time, Body Knock Glinkle. That's the gnome waiting to be hired at the Trade of Blades in the city core. Here's his portrait as it is now, which again, I'm not even sure we've seen yet. And here's an interim portrait that preceded that one, though not the original. Here's his portrait as originally released. And this is another one of the celebrity lookalikes, so I'll give you a moment to guess if you'd like. He's an icon of science fiction. He's an extraterrestrial. He's a science officer. It's the fictional character Spock, as portrayed by Leonard Nimoy. Live long and prosper? And Lantern? Alright, a Bloodsailor. Obviously, I guess a mage. He's already got a summon here. Question is whether he's alone. Alright, but he's not going to come out. So, gotta get everybody in there.
Prepare to be eviscerated, fool!
Certainly not alone. Here with the lieutenant. Holy cow.
All right, crew. Let's take them down.
Alright. Want to sleep? I think one just went invisible. I just got this boar.
You will die!
Alright, magic missile. You know what? I think that mage is out here. Dispel magic. Alright, Malfs.
tunnel for Digamar.
Alright, another magic missile. I don't think I saw Sharwyn doing anything. Alright. Another portrait that's changed in the game. And the last of the henchman portraits that have changed. This one from the Shadows of Undrentide expansion. So, we haven't actually met this character yet. Xenos Misarmos, a half-orc barbarian sorcerer from Jacinta. Here's his portrait as it is now. He's described as born to the upper middle class and possessed of razor-sharp wit. But here's his portrait as originally released. Of course, quite the difference. Though, I'm not sure why they changed it. An existing one instead of simply adding a new portrait, for example. Any player using the original one during the official campaign must have been quite surprised at their character's apparent makeover after installing the expansion. Lilly finally gets to her point concerning DaRoni, the gnomish hermit. He's invented a device called an Aqualker. In his own words, and keep in mind his comment is not well developed. Believe it or not, there are spiders who can walk on the water. I saw this and thought how to make me walk on the water like does a spider. So I made my Aqualker, with these cone-shaped pads for the feet, and rods for the hands with pads at the bottom. Lets you not sink. Works better for light people. You better not use it in rivers or oceans. That is a device to walk on water. Okay. Even more portraits that have changed in the game. This time, it's one of the generic female gnome portraits, number 6, which, again, I'm not sure we've seen assigned to an NPC yet. Here's the portrait as it is now. And here's the portrait as it was originally released. This isn't exactly a celebrity look-alike, but it is an image from popular culture, so I'll give you a moment to guess if you'd like, though I wouldn't expect you to get it. It's from an advertisement for a perfume sold by the House of Gucci. Okay, here's the advertisement, or at least the relevant portion of it, for Gucci Envy. A blatant copy, that's for sure. And I actually tried to find out the model's name, but to no avail. Alright, a Bloodsailor lieutenant, but he actually looks like he's alone. A better perception than most. Alright. You know what? Bones is gonna run out then. That's good. He's chasing Bones. Alright.
Alright, crew. Let's take them down.
Negative energy. Just awfully close. Alright. Just kind of wish that Sharwyn would back up. I think, you know, because of that, flame arrow. Alright. DaRoni has other water tools too. A diving hood. Again, in his own words. I thought of how the Leviathans swim underwater and spout their air above them. I thought if I could breathe my air like they breathe their air, I could move underwater too. So I made this diving hood. The top floats on the water, and the tube goes down to a mask you wear. It doesn't help you see, but does help you breathe. Best if you put rocks in your pockets and wax in your ears. Lily emphasizes the point that it allows one to walk on the sea floor. Okay, more portraits that have changed in the game. This time, an NPC that we're familiar with. Abbot Fenthic Moss, betrothed to Lady Arabeth, and stationed at the sanatorium at the Temple of Tyr and the city core. Here's his portrait as it is now, which of course we've seen. And here's his portrait as it was originally released. This is actually one of the celebrity lookalikes, so I'll give you a moment to guess if you'd like. He's English. He's a stage actor. And he's been in such films as Shakespeare in Love. That's the 1998 romantic comedy from Madden. It's Joseph Fiennes. Another apparent blatant copy, I guess. Though this time, it's not really as clear maybe as some of the others. But the fact that they changed it at all seems like an admission. Otherwise, I actually won't have enough time to go through the rest of the portraits until the next set, so look at the remainder of them then. Yeah, it's odd because he has the invisible icon. He doesn't look invisible. It looks like Sharwyn opened the attack a little early. Alright.
You will not survive!
Boy, I can't really see what's going on. It's probably alright, though. Except that Sharwyn just went in there. Alright. Lily goes on to describe DaRoni's underwater boat. Again, in his own words. I saw a boat be shoved by a whale. The men on it shouted and shook their fists and threw harpoons, but the whale dived. I thought if I could make a boat to travel underwater, it would help. So I made this. With air and driver and sandbag, submerges. Let out sand to surface. Moves well with flippers on back. If operator weighs over 220, will not surface. To Lily's disappointment, the Black Lake Bard doesn't seem that impressed, and doesn't bother to mention his water screw. Lily simply liked his ideas because she knows how to make them even better. Instead, Lily promises to tell her about his mechanical instruments one day, which brings a smile to Little Red's lips, and so to Lily's. In fact, Lilly could probably even use a few pointers on how to improve his designs. The Lady of Murder is no musician, nor wants to be. The ladies are ready to set out to find Van Gogh by way of the Silver Sails Trading Company. It was that or the sewers. It wasn't even a question.